Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Monkey in the Morning. I am your host, the Ranting Monkey, and I hope you're having a wonderful Friday, I think is the day. Is today Friday? Let's see. What does my computer say? Friday, indeed. Hope you're having a great Friday. Hope you had a great week. It's the end of the week for those of you who still do banker's hours kind of things. Is that even a thing anymore? Is that a thing where there's anybody who's open 9 to 5 kind of thing anymore? I don't know. But I hope you did have a good week. Mine wasn't bad. I slept through most of it, which is really weird for me, guys. I've been sleeping and I don't know why. It's disturbing me. It's one of those things. It's, you're supposed to sleep, but when your body has some kind of change, you're like, what the hell? So Faithless says, yeah, banker, stop it. Yeah, I suppose the bankers. Are banks still open? Are those essential? I don't go out, you guys, so I don't know what's going on in the world. I get all my worldly information from you guys. Seriously, I don't go outside. When was the last time I was outside? Holy shit, I can't even remember. It's been forever ago. And it's not because of quarantine, guys. It's because that's how I live my life. It's no different for me. I hear women have it really hard right now. Really hard. Poor women's. Men are dying, but women, they have to take care of kids and food, and I don't know what their problem is. But I hope things get better for women. I do. I'm a full-on supporter of women. I had an interesting conversation on Twitter. It wasn't even a conversation. It was just a comment. Really dumbass comment. You guys ever get those? I get them now and then because for anything about, don't be a centrist monkey. You have to choose a side. I don't have a side. I don't like Republicans or Democrats. I tend to line up more. Sorry, my headphones are too tight. There we go. I tend to line up more with the Republicans ideologically, but I'm not one of them because they tend to be shitty people as well. Not the just your Republican voter. I mean the people in office, and I've talked about that before. Thank you, Gamer Valine. Not enough sandwich meat to go around. Oh yeah, there's been a problem with meat in a lot of places. I told Lady Monkey a couple shopping trips ago, maybe a week and a half. One of the good things about my job is that, and this, yes, guys, this is my job. YouTube's not a job. Shut up. I don't care. One of the good things about my job is that we concentrate so much on the news that we usually pick up on certain things early. There'll be a small story like the one we read a couple of weeks ago about meat plants and the people getting sick in there. And I told Lady Monkey then, we need to stock up on meat. She went to the store today. She said they have hardly any meat, and there's signs up asking people to only take like one of something. Like, don't take a bunch. So yeah, people are starting to hoard meat because we're running out. Wendy's bullshit. Fresh, never frozen beef. That's biting them in the ass right now because there's a shortage. Whoops. There's nothing wrong with freezing meat. Like, no, it always tastes better. Shut up. You can't taste it. You're not Gordon Ramsay. Stop it. What is that? Oh, yeah. People going to a fast food place. That's what I need the best tasting meat that's never been frozen. It's never been fresh off the cow. In fact, I want the cow in the back room. Shut up. You can't taste the difference. Stop telling me you can. I can taste it, monkey. No, you can't. Shut up. I don't believe you. I stock up on chicken breast and pork loin. Yeah, I mean, meat freezes and stays well for quite a while. And we saw this and I warned her. But anyway, I had this conversation on Twitter today because I don't know if you guys saw this, but we've got to talk about Biden and the digitizing real quick. I don't mean to bring this up again. It's kind of nice to get away from stories from time to time where you don't have to talk about them. COVID, Biden, those are both like, oh, dear God. We've talked them to death. But the Biden story took a turn today, you guys. Giving more credence to the fact that there was some sexual harassment in the Joe Biden Senate office. Tara Reade's ex-husband, when they got divorced, in the divorce filing, there's a mention of how they met when she was working, or just after she was working for Biden, and how she was upset at the sexual harassment that she faced in the Biden office. This was in 1996. So supposedly all of this happened in 93. In 96, she gets a divorce from her husband, and he puts this in the divorce. This is in the public record, you guys. And that came out today. Again, it doesn't suggest anything about the digitizing. It's just sexual harassment. And yes, there is a difference. Digitizing is sexual assault. There's a difference between assault and harassment. So this guy, I want to find the exact exchange, because holy shit. It's one of those moments where I'm not being a dickhead. I'm just pointing something out. And where I got to scroll. So I was quite active on the Twitter machine today. Is this the one? Yes, this is the one. Okay, so somebody named Peter J. Hassan. What is he? He is an investigative editor, DCNF, author, The Manipulators, over on Amazon. He's some blue check mark that seems to be pretty conservative. Oh, hi, Nuts, and thank you so very much, sweetie, for dropping the Streamlabs link. Guys, I am brought to you by you. I promise not to digitize you. But if you like what you're hearing, please hit the like button. Please share. And if you can, donation in the hat's always appreciated. So here's the tweet that starts it all. Let me get it up on the screen here. I need a producer. There we go. People who have corroborated details of Tara Reade's story, her former neighbor, her brother, her former coworker, her friend, another friend, her mother via Larry King, and now her ex. And then it links to the story. And I just put down part of her story. Be clear in these things. The ex filing and the call from mom only corroborate sexual harassment, not assault. And then this asshole, but you're cool with just sexual assault as long as he's a Dem? Good to know. Good to know. The fuck are you talking about? What part of my statement said anything about it being okay for anybody, Republican or Democrat, to sexually harass anybody? Anybody. I didn't say fuck all about it being okay. I was saying make sure you stick to what we actually, because he says, part of her story. Well, make sure you're being clear in what part. I, once again, have no problem believing the first part of Tara Reade's story. I have no problem believing that Joe Biden touched her inappropriately on the shoulder and the neck and made comments about her legs. No problem at all believing that, because it sounds like something Joe Biden would do. We've seen his behavior with women, and he's just kind of creepy. He's a little too touchy. And that lines up with what she said there. When it gets to the digitizing, that's when it's like, I don't know about that. And so far, none of the evidence. I'm sorry. I believe there's one person who came out and said that she had told them that story about the digitizing. But there's nothing in there that suggests it with evidence. And yet people, I'm happy to sit here and call the Democrats hypocrites for not going after Joe the way that they went after Brett Kavanaugh. But here's the thing. I don't want them going after anybody like that when there's no evidence and just hashtag believe women. Because I don't hashtag believe women. I hashtag believe facts. I hashtag believe evidence. I don't just, it's a woman and be like, well, look, she's on my side. So she's going after somebody I don't like. I'm going to just believe her now. You know what? There's just as many hypocrites right now on the conservative side as there are on the Democrat side. A whole bunch of people who are like, well, Brett Kavanaugh didn't do anything. There's no evidence. We're perfectly fucking happy to go out there. Joe Biden digitized the hell out of this woman. There's hypocrites on both sides. You know what? I mentioned at the very beginning, I'm not I'm not part of either party. I'm not part of either side. I look at what's happening and I make my decisions based on my fucking morals and my integrity. Jack, how you doing this morning?
Good. How are you?
I'm getting a little warmed up.
Getting a little feisty.
Mm-hmm.
Fair enough.
I'm tired of it. I'm tired of the nonsense. If you actually believe Joe did it, I'm very curious why you don't believe Kavanaugh did it. Because the evidence is very, very much the same. The only difference is we do have some. It's not even evidence. It's just other people who said, yeah, they heard this. That's not evidence. It's not. I know that's become the norm now for throwing out a sexual harassment charge from 20 years ago. Like, look, I told somebody. Did you tell the police? Did you tell a proper body that could investigate? No? Well, then sorry. You telling your friend Sally means fuck all to me. Doesn't mean shit. Doesn't mean shit. I could tell all my friends right now that I'm being raped at this minute by Elon Musk. And 20 years ago, you know what? It'll still be a fucking lie.
We all know it'd just be Lady Monkey in a mask.
Oh, man. This shit drives me nuts. Have some fucking integrity.
That's a word you don't hear very often.
And certainly one that's not practiced enough. And I don't mean that to be a shithead to anybody. Go, haha, you have no integrity. I see this all. They're hypocrites. Yeah? Look how you're acting. Look how you're acting. Thank you, Gamer Valine. Some of us are smart enough to have evidence. Granted, today it was just me pissed at someone beaching out on the last word. I went all in. I'm not sure exactly what your situation was, but yeah, I'm all for evidence. That's what I want to believe. And when it comes down to a he said, she said, I'm sorry, I can't just take somebody's side because I agree with them politically. What's happening to Joe Biden right now? I mean, it's kind of the way it should be. People should be skeptical of the story unless you have actual evidence. Innocent until proven guilty. And yeah, I do want the Democrats to come to their senses and be like, holy shit, we've been doing this. Should be the senator have you no shame moment. And instead it's
going to be though.
No, because it's just turned into the regular old political bullshit.
Yeah. It's really sad that they're not seeing their own hypocrisy on either side. It's tiresome because as a normal person watching this that doesn't live in the Beltway, it looks disingenuous and they all look like liars. Every single one of them. And
to me, the point is never, I got to own the Democrats. To me, the point is, this is what's right. This is what's wrong. Gamer Valine, thank you so much. Oh, it's on Twitter, boo-boo. I don't hide. I'll check it out. I haven't seen it.
Also, if this did happen, Joe has yet to come out and tell us what his fingers smelled like.
That's true. Was she Summer's Eve fresh?
I doubt
was she a little musky?
Probably a little musky.
She's running around with no panties on at work.
She had the husky musk going.
Yeah.
You know, when really big people sweat and it rolls down.
Oh, she wasn't really big at that. I want to guess that it was like an ocean breeze, a little salty.
Oh, gross. No.
Just a little salt.
There's no ocean breeze comes out of that. Just because you can hear the ocean from some of them doesn't make it ocean fresh.
Oh, God.
I figured we might as well go all in when we're
might as well.
Go big or go home, right, kids?
Hey, I got a green circle on stream the other day, so I think we're playing within the rules now, Jack. Or maybe it's me bitching about them fucking up their own rules at the beginning of the stream.
Nah, they don't care. It's totally random at this point.
Yeah. Wasn't no underwear a major thing back in the 90s? I don't know. I still don't mind going commando a lot. I did it. By the way, don't do that in jeans, or be very careful if you do it in jeans. You ever caught your zipper, dude?
Yeah. And there's the zipper and then there's the chafing. And neither of them are very pleasant. So, yeah, gentlemen.
Yeah, so
boys.
Once again, I'm perfectly happy to believe that he did the first part of what she said. The other part, you need proof, honey. You're actually accusing him of a crime, a serious crime. The other part, to what that guy said, Jack, we're talking about this idiot who tweeted at me, and because of my statement, they said, "Oh, so sexual harassment's okay as long as it's from a Democrat?" I didn't say that, you stupid fuck. But I think commenting on a woman's legs, probably inappropriate. I don't think that's a crime that should keep somebody from being president. Putting your hand on a woman's shoulder, I don't think that should keep you from being president.
It's inappropriate. It's probably sexual harassment, but it's not worth keeping somebody out of office.
You know what? And running your finger down her neck. Here's what you do. Tell him to stop. Tell him you don't like that.
Yeah, then sue his ass for sexual harassment. That's what, be an American. Just take it to court.
I don't feel like that what's been said there is enough to, very much like Donald Trump's grab him by the, I'm trying to be very good here. Grab him. What's a good euphemism?
Kitty.
Grab him by the mommy box. Mommy box is one of my favorites.
Look, we should call it caressing her lady garden.
Plowing her lady garden with your
digits.
Digitizing her lady garden.
Sounds like there's a scanner involved,
doesn't it? So when he made his digitize their lady garden comment, he came out and made a very sincere apology. I shouldn't have talked like that. That was wrong. It's not how I actually believe. It was just me fucking around with another dude talking locker room talk. If Joe came out and said, look, the first stuff she said, I probably did that. It was inappropriate. I apologize. I'd be like, cool. No big deal. All right. Because to me, a much bigger problem with Joe is the fact that he's fucking losing his mind. Gamer Valine, thank you. Which one got green? Please say it is when you said I'm wrong like 5 times. You getting green from an engineer tired of being subjected to mood swings. It was when Trump is back up was the name of it.
Is that the one where I went crazy on my rant?
No, that was yesterday. So I'm interested to see how that one does. See if Jack's had his fingers in her soil. Digits. We can't use the F word. I feel like that's going to get us in trouble. He digitized her soil.
That sounds disgusting. That actually sounds worse than what the actual claim is.
It does, but you know what? I think we're okay. Maybe it was your I don't remember. Was yesterday his rant or was it the day before? Somebody let me know. Because X43 said pretty sure it was yesterday too, but now I'm trying to remember.
I don't know. All my days blur together.
Yeah, we talk about so many things so often, trying to remember. I said that Thursday is like, I don't fucking know.
Thursday? What's today then?
Right.
Is it a weekday?
Failure says it was day before. It could have been. I just don't. Yeah, it was the day before. So yeah, it was your rant day. Because yesterday we referenced your rant several times. So yeah, it was your rant got us monetized, Jack. Thank you for that.
That highly. That just means they didn't look at it.
Jack's just really ranty lately. Well, there's a lot to rant about, man. There's a lot of stupid out there. And
there is.
We're going to get into some. Did you see what happened with General Flynn today?
No, I didn't. I actually missed it.
The Justice Department is dropping charges against General Flynn. Completely dropping charges. It's got to go before a judge and be approved for some fucking reason. But yeah, they're dropping charges on the basis that there was no reason for this interview to ever have happened in the first place. There's a law. See, everybody thinks it is illegal to lie to the police. It's illegal to lie to the FBI. That's not true. That's not true. According to the Supreme Court, you can lie to them as long as it's not material to the investigation.
I thought you were going to say as long as you don't get caught.
Well, that too. No, so like if they ask you, what were you wearing that day? And you say, I was wearing a green jacket, and you knew you were wearing a blue jacket, and it had nothing to do with the fucking case, doesn't matter. People lie to the cops all the time. Lying to the police, it depends on when you lie to them.
Yeah, I would advise just asking for a lawyer immediately anyway.
Well, yeah, see, there's several weird things that went on in that interview. Like he wasn't allowed his lawyer, which is fucking illegal. What else? Oh, you know what came out, Jack? And I have to verify this. I only read it in one news source. According to what's her name? Betsy. Shit, I forget her name. But there was a meeting with President Obama. He had his little cabinet meeting thing that he has, and it's getting out, and he stops Yates, that's her name, Yates and Comey, and pulls them back to specifically talk about the Flynn investigation. The president was hands-on with the Flynn investigation.
Oh, that's not good.
No, not DeVos. Yates is her name. I forget her first name. Is it Betsy Yates? I can't remember.
It doesn't sound right, but
Betty Yates? I don't know. I just remember her last name.
Yeah.
Yeah. This gives credence to what I was saying the other day. It doesn't prove it, but it gives credence to it. The other day I told you guys, General Flynn was fired by President Obama. He used to work. He was hired by Obama in 2011, I think was the year. In 2014, Sally Yates, thank you, Eagle. In 2014, he was fired for it depends on who you ask why he was fired. There's one group that says he was fired because he's mismanaging and he didn't know what the hell he was doing and everything was in chaos underneath him. The other group says that he was fired because he said that Islamic terrorists aren't the problem. We need to go after Islam itself, basically. I'm paraphrasing, guys. So his thoughts and statements on Islam got him fired. So either way, he was fired by Obama in 2014. In 2017, well, actually, during the election, he was working for the president. In 2017, he becomes the national security advisor to the president. And the FBI, with one of the people involved being Peter Strzok, that fucking shitbag, who talked to his girlfriend, his married girlfriend, about how they wouldn't let Trump get elected. And this little shitbag, somehow they end up with interviewing General Flynn, this guy that Obama had fired, this guy that Obama had specifically asked about before this interview. They're investigating this guy for no reason. They have no case against him. Can't do that. You can't just start investigating somebody because you want to. That's highly illegal.
You can if you think you're a king.
You can. And that's what these shitbags were doing. And to me, it looks like this was especially the part. Oh, this is the dirtiest part of what they did, Jack. The stuff that came out last week, at the end of last week, where we found out those FBI notes. And the one asked, what are we doing this for? To be able to prosecute him or to get him fired? To get him fired? Why is the FBI trying to get people fired?
Because they're now politically weaponized. And they have an agenda.
That to me is the red flag that said Obama had something to do with this.
Yeah.
Obama doesn't like Flynn. Obama fired Flynn. And suddenly you have this investigation with no merit. No fucking merit. They go after this guy to try to get him to lie to them so that they could at least get him fired. Tell me Obama didn't have something to do with that. And you have this, hang on one second, this Justice Department, specifically the FBI, who has top agents who are out there targeting Trump. This interview happened on January 17th. I believe Trump was inaugurated, what was it, the 7th? Something like that, early on in January. This is still the Obama Justice Department. Trump hasn't had time to change anything yet. This was them going after somebody working for Trump because they didn't like him. This is dirty as shit. There should be people in jail over this shit.
Absolutely, but there won't be, and you know there won't.
I didn't mean to cut you off there, Jack. What were you saying?
I was just going to say that same point. these guys deserve to be in jail for this because they're politically targeting the opposition, but they're lifers at the department. They're not going to get in trouble because they protect their own.
And it's dirty as shit, man. It's fucking horrible. James Comey, this little shitbag.
Yeah,
he tweeted this out today in response to Attorney General Barr announcing that they were dropping charges. The DOJ has lost its way, but career people, please stay because America needs you. The country is hungry for honest, competent leadership. The balls on this motherfucker. The balls on this motherfucker. He was the head of the FBI during all this, you guys. His hands are as dirty as anyone. He's the one that I just told you, Sally Yates and him were pulled aside by Obama after a meeting to be asked about an investigation of a man who they had no reason to be investigating. You dirty motherfucker. And this is basically him bragging about it.
Yeah, he knows he's above the rules. He knows they're not going to come after him. He's not going to jail because anybody that he gets arrested by, he's probably got dirt on. Because I bet this has been going on for a while. Flynn is somebody of power. And no, if they did that to an average person, that guy would still be rotting in jail. And he would be for the next 20 years. They would throw him in jail and throw the keys away. And we would never hear about it. It would just be forgotten about. And the files would eventually be destroyed.
Yep.
And an entire person's life would be ruined. The only reason this has come out is because General Flynn is a somebody and the news media is interested in the drama of it. And it happened to come out that something shady was going on.
Yeah, if he hadn't have changed lawyers, because he changed lawyers and that's where everything changed. His new lawyer was the one like, you need new counsel. And he went with her. I forget her name. And she's like, this is bullshit. And she started requesting information because another thing they're doing, these dirty little shits were withholding evidence. Yeah. You can't do that.
Well, they probably have done it several times before. I'd be willing to bet that that Strzok and Comey and a bunch of these other guys had been doing this for years, probably under Obama's watch, maybe even longer. And they were getting away with it. And they were railroading people they didn't like into taking plea bargains. And why would they change their minds? The only thing I'm shocked by is that the paper trail still existed. They had plenty of time to destroy all this evidence. Yeah,
I'm shocked about that too. Kamala Harris tweeted out, Bill Barr has consistently done Donald Trump's bidding and corrupted our justice system. Yeah. I called for it last year and I'll say it again. He must resign. Kamala Harris is a woman who almost let a man die rather than have a black eye on her attorney general's office when they had exculpatory evidence. Evidence that showed the man was innocent. She was going to let him die.
You say evidence, but who needs that when you know your cause is righteous?
Ilhan Omar said, millions of people, mostly black and Latino men, spend years in jail trying to prove their innocence. Some die in jail. Michael Flynn was exonerated for crimes he admitted to with the blink of an eye. He admitted to it under bad counsel. And he admitted to, you know what? He said what he said. You can't take that back. What he said to the FBI didn't exactly match up with the evidence they had. But their evidence was for nothing. This part can't be expressed enough. They cannot investigate you for no fucking reason. And if you end up lying to them when they're investigating you for no reason, according to the Supreme fucking Court, it doesn't matter. It has to be a material fact. It has to be something germane to the case. And when you have no case, nothing is germane. I fucking hate these people. I fucking hate these people. And Democrats lose that. Well, this is just to keep Trump from having to pardon him. Well, if they did turn around and say, no, you have to keep that guilty plea, then the president should have pardoned him. This should be a huge black eye to the Democrats. You fuckers should be like, oh fuck, we're sorry, James or Michael Flynn.
This should be a giant black eye to the entire federal investigation services, every one of them, because this makes all of them look bad. How can you trust them if the FBI is doing shit this shady to a prominent person? That tells me they've been doing this sort of thing to a lot of other people for years, and they've been getting away with it.
Havoc, thank you. He admitted under entrapment, and that, dear children, is illegal. Well, yeah.
Yep.
Entrapment, again, for a case that didn't exist. They had no reason to be investigating him. They just didn't like him. And again, this isn't the first time the Obama administration used federal agencies to target people. But no, hey, no scandals, man. No scandals.
Yeah, no scandals. Nothing to see here.
None to see.
Nothing to see. No one going to jail because nothing bad happened.
And then you have people, Donald Trump is so corrupt. I'm like, are you out of your fucking mind? Have you been paying attention? Expo Hotep over on the Streamlabs, thank you so very much, who says, didn't they also threaten his family to get the guilty plea? Indeed, they did. They threatened his son. They threatened to send his fucking son to jail.
Yeah.
Oh, but there was no coercion. That's what these assholes actually have had the nerve to say that. There was no coercion. You're going to send his kid to prison. Oh, didn't Flynn's former lawyers also not turn over important files to his new ones? I'm not sure about that part. Excuse me. All of the files that I know that weren't turned over that were supposed to be were in the FBI's possession. And they were ordered. This is where all the stuff has started coming out, is they were ordered, hey, you have to turn all this shit over. And they did. And it's like, whoops. Our bad. We didn't mean to almost falsely imprison a man.
Yeah, whatever.
Fucking Jesus Christ.
Okay. Yeah, if people don't go to jail over this, which they're not going to, nobody should trust the FBI. They're obviously out to screw people.
What else we got going on? We talked about that. Oh, remember Miss Kaylee McEnany? How you say her name?
Yeah, the hot one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We talked the other day about how she bitch slapped the press up and down. And we theorized that they would probably start coming after her for that. Guess what happened yesterday?
Oh, they came after her.
CNN wrote this long article about how she once was critical of Donald Trump.
Who cares? Lots of people were.
They do, because do you remember the question at the end, the one that was the big bitch slap? It was, would you like to change your stance on this thing? Would you like to update your statement on President Trump not allowing the disease to come here? This is to show that she changed her mind, guys. She flip-flopped. Back in 2015, she said that the statements that Trump made during his announcement. Oh, I am so fucking dizzy. I'm sorry, guys. But during his campaign announcement, that the whole Mexico's not sending their best; they're sending rapists and murderers.
Uh-huh.
She had said that was racist, and she backed off of it a couple of times to then go into full support of it. That's their gotcha for her. I have no doubt during her next press conference she'll be asked about this stupid shit, because they're going for her, guys. We have to find she embarrassed the press. That is not allowed.
Well, they're embarrassing themselves. She's just pointing it out.
Yeah, it's, oh God, fucking retarded.
And that picture of her in a bikini, if that's her, oh my God.
Let's see. I want to, Stargazer just brought up something. I don't know how many of you guys saw it, but it is amazing, and we're going to watch it real fast. I have to turn this up real loud because it's kind of low. Hopefully I don't blow your eardrums out, guys. Della Hayes did something really cool, Jack.
Oh, yeah. I saw this.
For those of you who missed it,
scrolling through YouTube's recommended list, asking myself why I'd ever watch this. But Me6 tells me, unlike YouTube, the Ranting Monkey is going live soon. Monkey in the morning. Monkey in the morning. Susan, don't you screw things up with new rules. Everybody's here because
Ranting Monkey's awesome.
I fucking love that part.
looking up the hashtag. What do we got here? Looking for some news, but check out this girl's rear. My buddies Jack, Polly, and Dax, stargazing nuts linking all our stream labs. Monkey in the morning. Monkey in the morning. Susan, don't you screw things up with new rules. Everybody's here because
Ranting Monkey's awesome.
Monkey in the morning. Monkey in the morning. Monkey in the morning.
I should have got permission before I showed that. But Della Hayes, that is fucking cool, dude. Thank you so much for doing that. That's awesome. Lady Monkey really liked the part with she laughed real hard at the part with scrolling through the hashtag, but the girl's butt got us our attention. Like, that is so true. So true. But yeah, dude, Della Hayes, that's fucking cool. Thank you so much for putting that together. I love that.
Yeah, that's good stuff. Over on the Streamlabs, thank you, X-Bubba Hotep. Just heard some squirrels in the ceiling at work, and I thought Jack could use some money to kill some squirrels. Thank you. I can. I need new batteries for my trap.
Oh, man. Fuck. Sorry, Jack. My head is going all fucking spinny spin. I hate that shit. Oh, I was supposed to eat before I did the show.
Well, maybe you should eat more often on
I should.
somewhat regular basis.
Is Dax still around? Yeah, Dax is still around. He doesn't get to get on very often. He hasn't been on the show for a few months, but he's still on Twitter now and then. I get to see him. Am I okay? Yeah, just my head. It's that kind of shit. You know how it is.
You want to go grab a snack or something?
Nah, I'll be all right. If it gets any worse, then probably, yeah. It's fine.
Maybe you should preempt it and eat this and grab something small to munch on right now so you don't have it get worse.
It won't. It'll be fine. Trust me. Dax is busy living in the real world. Dax got one of them jobs. No, okay, seriously, guys. I don't have any food down here that I can make quickly. And I do not want to be going up and downstairs this dizzy.
No, you shouldn't. But
yeah,
you should keep some kind of like Snickers bars on hand or something.
I do, but I'm out. And Lady Monkey got stuff, but he ended up upstairs and I didn't bring it down. So what I'll do is after the show, I'll go up there and I'll eat and I'll sit on the couch for a while until I feel better. And then I'll come down. Because, yeah, I don't want to fall, guys. That's not fun.
No. Well, you can always wake up, Lady Monkey, and be like, go get me a snack.
You know what? The thing is, she's a sweetheart and she'd do it. But I'm not waking her up for that. What else do we have? Okay, so I talked about that one. Zach Hunt. Do you know who Zach is?
No.
Zach is an asshole over on Twitter.
That narrowed it down.
One of those really, really I hate Trump people.
Oh, okay.
He tweeted this out today. Just for your information, if you routinely use the phrase the mainstream media as a pejorative, I will be unable to take anything you say seriously.
Okay.
It's a pejorative because they're fucking retarded, man. So she's putting food at the top of the stairs. Is she trying to ensure you have an accident? No. My son and her went and got groceries today. When they got home, they just took everything upstairs. So it just ended up there.
I just pictured Lady Monkey putting a little trail of like M&Ms out like your ET, and they all lead up to like various mousetrap style Rube Goldberg devices.
Yeah.
You end up in a net just eating a fistful of M&Ms or something.
The the idea that you wouldn't take anybody seriously for saying that is fucking retarded. For using it in that manner. It's used that way because they're lying shitbags. And if you can't take somebody seriously for using, I can't take you seriously. How's that feel? Ha! I win. You know who I can't take seriously, Jack?
Jesse Ventura.
Man bun.
Oh yeah. Anyone with a man bun strike. That's a double strike right there.
Especially if they're wearing skinny jeans at the same time.
Oh God.
No, can't take you seriously. I'm sorry. You may be the smartest person on the planet, but you're gonna have to put on a hat and some hammer pants if you want me to take you seriously.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I would take homeless people more seriously.
Yeah. It's that's the kind of shit I can't take seriously. Speaking of not being able to take seriously, Joe Biden says he will reverse DeVos's rule bolstering protections for those accused of campus sexual assault.
He does realize that if he was in college right now with his accuser, they would have thrown him out.
I don't know if he
under his rules.
I don't know if he notices that or not. Where's his I gotta find his statement in here. Because it's fucking beautiful when you think about what's going on with him right now. Where'd that go? In a statement, Biden said the new rule. Okay, let's talk about the new rule first. Former Vice President Joe Biden said Wednesday that if he's elected president, he will reverse a rule issued by Education Secretary Betsy DeVos aimed at bolstering protections for students who are accused of sexual assault. So what they did is they can now face their accuser. I know. How dare they? How dare
process. They? Yeah.
They're allowed. Where's the rule itself? Narrows the definition of sexual harassment and requires schools to produce evidence and allow for the cross-examination of students who say they were assaulted. That's the new rule. You know, like would happen in a court. If you're gonna treat this like court and treat it like a criminal proceeding, then it needs to be ran the same way. What it really needs to be done is taken out of fucking college, because that's not what Title IX's about.
Well, look, those are hate facts.
I know.
We can't have that. We have to have draconian, or not just Orwellian, but Kafka-esque trials where you are accused, can present no defense, and accept your guilt, you filthy, evil penis haver.
It's wrong, Biden said, and it will be put to a quick end in January 2021, because as president, I'll be right where I always have been throughout my career, on the side of survivors who deserve to have their voices heard, their claims taken seriously and investigated, and their rights upheld.
Oh, I thought he was going to say digitizing people and sniffing children.
I don't understand how this violates their rights at all. I don't. In fact, the way Title IX worked under Obama violates the fuck out of the rights of the accused.
Oh no, they're accused. That's guilty. See, unless it's somebody politically favorable.
Yeah, then it's okay, right, Joe? Right, Joe? I just love that. How did you catch how he didn't just say they need to be believed this time? He was very careful with his words. Side of survivors who deserve to have their voices heard, their claims taken seriously and investigated by the press, right, Joe? Because that's the Joe Biden thing that they've talked about. Like, these claims should be investigated by the press. Like, really?
How
about a law enforcement agency? I thought those were the people who investigated shit.
Yeah.
She filed a rape report. Why isn't somebody investigating that? Oh, that's right. Because they want the New York Times to do it.
Yeah, because You know, the cops aren't good at that sort of thing or anything. It's kind of their job.
It's God, this shit is so stupid. The Title IX thing that Obama did was absolutely fucking ridiculous. One, colleges shouldn't be involved in it. Two, you're taking resources from colleges that should be used elsewhere. Three, you are prosecuting and convicting people without giving them any sense of due process. And that's fucking nonsense. Havoc, thank you so much. Biden talking about claims taken seriously? Should I cue the Curb Your Enthusiasm theme now or wait until January? I just love how he was very careful. He couched his language. Taken seriously and investigated, you guys. He didn't say just outright believed. And their rights upheld. What right is not upheld by this? I don't understand. We're talking about due process for the accused.
Oh, no, he's accused. That's guilty enough. Believe all women. Hashtag.
I don't understand. I really don't understand.
Well, see, it's because you think like a normal, rational human being, and these people are crazy. That's more important to pander than it is to avoid ruining lives.
Let's stay on Joe for a minute because this next one comes from the New York Times. We heard this on Twitter the other day, but now there's actually a New York Times article about it. I believe Tara Reid. I'm voting for Joe Biden anyway.
Oh, God. Yeah, I heard about this.
Now, as bad as that is, just thinking about that, the part of this article, and I'll link the article for those of you who can read it because it is the New York Times, so chances are if you've read any articles recently, you won't be able to read this. But still, this is in there, and I'm not kidding. This is what it says. So stop playing gotcha. Oh, she's like, we know Joe did this. Stop playing gotcha with the female supporters of Mr. Biden or the hashtag Me Too movement, making them lie to the camera or perhaps to themselves and doubting her to justify their votes. Stop asking them questions, you guys. You're making them lie.
God.
You're making them lie to the camera.
Why would you do that? Won't someone think of the candidate?
I want to show you guys this. You know, I'll just put it on the screen so you guys know I'm not making this shit up. This is literally what this bitch says right here. Make it a little bigger. Hopefully you guys, there you go. Stop playing gotcha with the female supporters of Biden. One, it's not the female supporters of Biden. It's the ones who believe he's a fucking sexual assaulter. This nobody's making them do shit. This is stuff they're doing on their own. Yeah, nobody's breaking their arm and going, hey, we need you to lie to the camera. What they're being asked legitimate questions about what's going on and why they're still supporting this man when every other public fucking statement they've made contradicts their current standing.
It's not hypocrisy when they do it. That's all.
Women can't do stuff on their own. They don't have agency. Yeah, we're bending their arm, making them do it by asking them legitimate questions. Do you believe he did this? Yes. Then why are you supporting him? How dare you ask me that? No, it's a legitimate question to ask. It's a perfectly legitimate question to ask. And if you can't answer it, that's your problem, not mine. You're making us look bad for supporting somebody we believe is basically a rapist. Yeah. Whew. How dare we ask it it's not a gotcha question. It's asking, what the fuck is going on? If this was Brett Kavanaugh, the evidence against him was literally just a woman saying something. Literally. That's all it was. Every bit of evidence that she supposedly had blew up, except for two. She told a friend and she told her therapist. That's it. Those are the only two that held up. The people she said was there say, that didn't happen. Couldn't tell you how she got to the house. Doesn't remember what house it was. Doesn't know how she got home. Doesn't remember anything else about the day. But that was enough that he shouldn't be on the Supreme Court. But Joe Biden, you have this woman who has some, at least, evidence that she told people at the time. This isn't like in the Blasey Ford case. She could have told her friend last week and her friend could have lied. Yeah, she told me 20 years ago. We have actual evidence that Reed was telling people this in at least 96. We can't prove beyond all doubt that the Larry King call was her mom. Probably your mom. But the divorce paper in 96, nobody went back and added that shit. That shit was done in 96. So at least there's some evidence that, yeah, she told people this at the time. And if that's all the evidence you need, because that has become the fucking standard, then there you go. He did it. Guilty by your standard. Why are you supporting him? That's not a gotcha question. That's what the fuck's wrong with you.
That's a gotcha. Again, you're pointing out their inconsistencies, and their Trump derangement syndrome can't allow for that, because they can't be like, why am I supporting this guy? He's a doddering old man. He's been accused of heinous acts, and he's probably corrupt, getting his son jobs in China and all this. Why am I supporting that? Is it just because I want to defeat Donald Trump that badly? No, those thoughts are illegal now. Those are wrong think thoughts. So they can't allow themselves to see their own hypocrisy.
I just to the point, you're blaming people for asking you questions. Seriously. So don't ask them questions. Are you out of your fucking mind? Of course I'm going to ask them questions. They're being giant hypocrites.
Well, questions lead to answers, and answers make them uncomfortable.
Questions should lead to thinking, and thinking should make them realize what shitheads they've been.
Yeah, I think someone in chat cracked it, though. Thank you, Dangerous. There's only one reasonable explanation. This Russian agent, Tara Reid, invented time travel. It's very obvious. It's right there.
Yeah, you know, that actually was a plot of a video game. That's probably where they got the idea.
Yeah.
Oh man, I just I hate blatant ideology like this, where this has nothing to do with actually believing victims. This has to do with what party you support. Gamer Vleen, thank you. They selectively condemn that, but draw the line at a campaign named after a fictional weapon from a movie. Thank you for the donation. I just don't get it. I can't have. Look, you know, you said the other day when we were talking about hypocrisy, everybody has some little hypocrisies here and there, and
yeah, of course,
sure, we all do. And when you find them, you should at least try to figure out, you know, a way to deal with that in your own head. Something like this, something this major, I don't understand how it can exist in their head without their fucking heads exploding. Don't question them. How dare you? Look, you're making them lie, Jack.
It's true. You're forcing them to lie. I mean, what are they, General Flynn?
I don't get it. You're making them lie. Nobody's making them lie. They're lying out of choice. They can't just say, yes, I'm a blithering fucking hypocrite. Yes, I'm doing this just out of partisan politics. Say it. Why not? It's true. We all fucking know it. Oh, fuck, man. Oh. You know, when I rant, Jack, my head is a little more clear. I think
that's the blood pressure.
As soon as I stopped, my head started spinning again. Fuck me. We're all over with the news because I'm going through my timeline, and I was all over on my timeline. This was Nadler today. This was fucking Jerry Nadler, this fat fucking shitball piece of Jabba the Hutt shit. This is outrageous. Flynn pleaded guilty to lying to investigators. The evidence against him is overwhelming. Now a politicized DOJ is dropping the case. The decision to overrule the special counsel is without precedent and warrants an immediate explanation. He goes on to say he's going to call Flynn up in front of Congress. Like, oh, please do. Or Barr, not Flynn. Like, go ahead. Call Barr up there. I don't think you want to do that, Jerry. I don't think you want to go down that road. I don't think you want to have the the head of the DOJ come up there, the Attorney General, and teach you about how case law works, you fucking fat shithead.
Wouldn't it be funny if Barr was like, I can't talk to you because you're under investigation?
Right. Barr wasn't the guy underneath Barr that Barr had put in charge of looking into this investigation. He's the one's like, dude, we need to drop these charges. And Barr took his recommendation. Go ahead and call him up there, Jerry. Call him up there. Let's have this conversation. Let's talk about what all happened and why Barr decided to drop this nonsense investigation. I feel like that would be a great thing to watch. I feel like Donald Trump would get at least 3 new commercials out of it. And I think that would be fucking funny as hell.
He's got so much advertising potential now. They just keep saying dumb stuff.
Yeah. Go ahead and drag him up there. Let's see it, Jerry, you fucking piece of shit.
And if he keeps those guys that made that Nancy Pelosi ad, I think he's got a good shot at re-election because that was brilliant.
That Pelosi ad was fucking amazing. Fucking amazing. One of the best political ads I've seen in a long, long time.
Yeah, really well done with the way the cuts were done. Very good editing job. Just fantastic piece.
Oh my God. How long have we been talking so far? All right, that's what I was thinking. About an hour. I've been trying, Jack, and I don't know if you've noticed that after we've gone about an hour to, settle things down a bit. Bring a more cultural experience rather than a news experience. Has anybody noticed I'm doing that? Because if you haven't, I'm upset with you and you owe me $10.
We know you got $10 because you're listening to the show.
Fuck. Guys, I do want to remind you, we are brought to you by you. If you enjoy what you hear, please hit the like button. Please share. All your friends would love to hear me rant and say the F word over and over again. Not the digit one, but the fuck one, because fuck is fun to say. And please, if you can, consider donating to either myself or to Jack, because Jack is good people, man.
Zombie Teddy, we learned from a Twitch streamer that everybody in the audience has $10.
Yeah, if you have time to listen, yeah, absolutely. Nut says, I will just have to owe you. Look, I've gotten several people who've DM'd me and like, I wish I could donate to you. I just can't right now. Please, guys, we understand that. We're not saying you owe me money, damn it. If you believe any of the jokes about that, I apologize. I don't mean those at all. I'm making fun of that fucking skinny, nasty bitch who's like, if you could watch this, no matter how broke you are, Jack. That fucking dirty bitch. No, but if you can, we do appreciate it. It is very appreciated because YouTube thinks I say bad stuff, Jack. It's not me, it's you. I'm just blaming you from now on.
Oh, that's fine.
Evolved says you could check the hashtag. I could check the hashtag, and we'll do that right now. What's going on the hashtag? Are they going to let me see women tonight or not? I'm going to be upset if they don't.
Oh, there's some beautiful ladies on there, as always.
What is this? Sorry, somebody sent me a video. I'll have to watch that later. Hashtag. Where was I? That's not the hashtag. Dude, I get distracted so easily, Jack.
I noticed.
It's not my fault. I was born...
if there weren't fun, distracting things on there, you wouldn't get distracted by them.
I was born this way. So you can't judge me, guys. I just love... Oh, yeah. Evil One hit up the Asians today, man.
Yeah.
Nice work. The Ass Crack team on it again.
Always doing their job.
Gamer Valine, thank you. Speaking of Jabba, I ended up tagging the thread I ragged about the hashtag rant material. What's this one? Trump people in my mentions are telling me that really the Empire is only subjectively bad in Star Wars, and this is where we're at in our nation's discourse, or in our national discourse. Is that the one or the other one? Trump's campaign manager named their 2020 re-election campaign Death Star. It's an odd choice considering 1, 70K real Americans have died under Trump's watch in a month. 2, the Empire were the baddies. And 3, the Death Star is a symbol of hubris that gets blown up always. I didn't see this naming of the Death Star thing. Have you seen that?
I've heard people say it, but I haven't seen that anywhere. But I haven't really looked either because I don't really give a shit.
I don't understand what the relevance would be anyway. Bearcock, thank you so much. The voices in my head told me to give you $10. Those are good voices. And X Bubba Hotep, thank you. Who says, "Damn, you caught me. Here's my $10."
No, I think I don't know why this guy's all upset. So they called their campaign thing Death Star 2020. Whatever. Who cares? Why is this a issue?
I don't know.
Hey, Polly.
Hi, Polly. How you doing?
I'm doing all right. I'm passing into that realm of tired where I'm giddy and nonsensical. So good times, good times.
Oh, that's the best time to be on a stream.
Yeah. Say the things you regret, and then you can have an easy out afterwards. Well, I was tired.
No, see, I never regret those things. I always end up regretting that I hadn't said them sooner. Because I'm usually really funny at that point. Maybe it's a joke, you fucking moron, since you've been saying Trump is the Empire of Star Wars, or the Emperor of Star Wars. That could be it. I don't have much to say about that other than this guy's having a shit fit because of the name of what the fuck you. Oh God.
I mean, it's not a good look. One of the fucking programs to bilk the California energy concern out of its money by Enron was named Death Star, and they made a fuck ton of fucking hay out of that, the prosecutors, when they were taking down Enron. It's just a bad look. But my reaction upon hearing it was, but did it actually happen? Maybe it did, but I'm hearing it from you guys. It's like a source close to the campaign told us that they were considering multiple names, including Death Star. And then the headline is, Trump names his re-election campaign Death Star. Like, maybe not.
Gamer,
we're going to hit them like the Death Star. It could be taken like that because, I mean, they hit Alderaan pretty fucking good.
Yeah, Joe Biden's Alderaan. Gamer Valine, thank you so much. He says, my main point ended up being Lucas wrote the villains so poorly he had to stylize them like 1940s Germany or German army, so you knew they were the bad guys. Yeah, I mean, I don't understand why the guy has such a problem with. I mean, yeah, you're right, Polly. It's not a good look. You probably could have chose something better. But
well, for once, I'm glad they didn't go with like Dumbledore's army or some goofy shit like that from Harry Potter. At least this was a Star Wars reference, which is slightly better. But again, these people see themselves as the resistance. They're the underdogs, the heroes of their story. So Trump calling it the Death Star is like, oh my God, he's admitting he's evil. No, it sounded cool.
Brian Stelter is Han Solo.
But Han Solo had hair and wasn't gay and didn't whine about crying at night.
No, he's the new Han. No, I can't do that to Han. I like Han. Gamer Valine, thank you so much. Only in episode 4, though. He elaborated later. Fair enough. Other than the fact that they blow up Alderaan, yeah, I mean, these are the rebels. That's what they call them. Rebels can be good. They can also be shitheads.
Yeah, these are just domestic terrorists that were terrorizing the stability of the Galactic Empire. And clearly the Emperor had enough. I mean, He was elected after all.
He was elected. That is true.
Yeah, the Romans, the Senate appointed him to have these special powers at a time of crisis.
Yeah, I agree with what she said there about in episode. Well, sorry, I was going to say episode 1, the first Star Wars film. They didn't really do a good job of presenting them. You just know they're bad because hey, those are the bad guys, and then they blow up Alderaan. Otherwise, yeah, I mean they're just this is their army. Havoc, thank you. Helter Stelter is Jar Jar Binks. No, he's that Ewok that died.
Cuomo would be Jar Jar because he's the Fredo of the group.
Oh, indeed.
Real quick on the Streamlabs. Thank you, Frank, for the donation. I'd like to hook up with the give me $10 chick. Then when finished, ask for $10. If she says she doesn't have it, I'll say, if you have time for sex, you have $10.
Nice.
That's awesome. Yeah.
Well, that's weird. Kate Kennedy, the porn star that joined us that one day, she just tweeted. Well, she tweeted this out 6 hours ago. Just popped up on my timeline. Please go join the ogkennedy.com and confirm there's a market for minorly electrocuting myself in the nude. Is that a thing? Is electrocution porn a thing?
Shock porn is. I mean, shock collar and then the shock sticks. But perhaps I've said too much.
That's weird. No, to me it's weird, and I don't mean that. I'm not degrading people. I'm just saying. I mean,
no, that's what the shock sticks are for.
That shit hurts.
Well, it's a snap. Like it's a quick arc. Like it's like a stick. It's got battery in the handle.
Oh, I know.
Oh, okay.
I know what you're talking about. I just thought that was jokes.
Oh, I'm looking right now on one of the research sites, and yeah, that's a thing.
Huh. All right.
Apparently, it's also often mixed with enema play. From the results I found.
I'll skip even talking about that. Frank, thank you so much. Part of BDSM, they love that thing you hate. Well, I get it.
But stuff?
I guess I never really thought about electrocution and sex. All right.
Johnny Blaze says, I'm not shocked. Ollie knows something about that. Well, I've said this before and I'll say this again. Rarely are any of the escapades that I have been involved in, not claiming any particular escapades, were they ever my idea? The girl suggested it. I'm just
girls are freaky.
Yeah, well, girls have their kinks too. The idea that it's always some man trying to blah, blah, blah. I mean, that's so weak. Any girl out there knows that they have their sexually exuberant thoughts like anybody does. I mean, shit.
Yeah, I'm vanilla. I'm vanilla as shit, man.
Well, you know what? I hear you. Because I've been watching Far's idea, mind you. A bunch of documentaries. I mean, you watch documentaries on Chris Chan, and then you watch a lot of Deadwing Dork. Anyone knows Deadwing Dork? He goes over a lot of like the super creepers online. These fucking fur morons and the baby cub fur blah blah blah. All these terms that I wish I didn't know. It's like over and over again. It's like I thought I was kinky, and now I realize no, not even like really at all. Like
you know when I realized I wasn't kinky. I realized it wasn't kinky when I learned about balloon play. That's what like
fucking
what
looters, man.
Yeah,
fucking looters are weird.
And it's like, wait a minute, cake farts are a real thing. Oh my god, they are.
Yeah,
and it's like I'm so normal. I have no idea. I thought I had a little bit of edge, and it's like, no, man. When you get into fucking dead deers out in the woods while wearing your fur costume, man, you've hit a whole level that I wish I didn't know about. Honestly.
As long as you're consenting adults, you get your freak on. I will still judge it because I'm human. But wow,
yeah. Consenting perverts behind closed doors.
It's what the fuck you do. It's not my business.
But I think there is something to. I don't think animals can consent. So
I agree with you there.
I pull back off of Cenk Uygur's call on it.
Yeah, YouTube. We need to talk. YouTube. Why are you giving an animal bestiality dude money, but you won't give us money? We could use a couple $100,000 to make the show better. I could get a producer. I could get a house, man. Fly Jack out and put him in a seat next to me like Johnny Carson, and he could laugh at everything I say.
Ha ha!
See?
Yeah, it'll be a lot like Joe Rogan then.
Susan, come on, man. What's
Or
up?
better looking.
I'm not willing to support bestiality for that money, but I feel like I shouldn't have to be. Just saying. Susan just wants my penis. I bet if I gave her my penis, she'd give me money.
You might be careful how you phrase that. She's going to be like, in a box on my desk.
No, Susan wants it. You know, this is still true. Every time I've made jokes about Susan wanting to fuck me, those have been monetized. The ones around them are not, but those ones always are. I feel like I'm onto something there.
Okay, you know what I've had stuck in my head?
Smoking in the boys' room, because that's been stuck in my head.
Okay, there's reasons for that, though. I get it. No explanation required on that one. I was watching, or I was having a conversation with Weibo. We watched a movie earlier on. We're trading movies back and forth. She picked Coco. Do you know this movie?
Yeah.
Animated film, Coco.
It's a good movie.
Yeah, well, yeah. I was surprised because, like, I thought I was being dragged into, I don't know, some Pixar film I didn't want to watch, whatever, however you want to describe that. And no, it was good. It was good. I enjoyed it. It was heart-tugging moments, great animation, the whole nine. It was, yeah. But afterwards, we're talking, and I ended up saying this line, and let me tell you why. And I realized where I was saying that from. Do you know where that's from, Monkey? And let me tell you why.
No,
Jack. Any tickles?
Not offhand. You're asking me at 4 a.m., dude.
You stop me when you know what movie this is from. Okay. Because I know this scene so well because it's so unintentionally comedic to me that I ended up memorizing it how many times I've seen the movie. Okay. And let me tell you why. I was going to make her a big star. We give her acting lessons, dancing lessons, singing lessons.
Oh, that's The Godfather.
That's The Godfather.
Yeah.
And then comes Johnny Fontaine with his olive oil voice and guinea charm. And she ran off with him just to make me look ridiculous. And a man in my position can't afford to be made to look ridiculous. That whole scene it's just Tom Hagen eating while he's staring at this movie executive screaming at him like a fucking lunatic.
Oh shit. Real quick, over on Streamlabs, thank you, Gamer Valine. The Jedi are a cult. Kidnap kids via fear-mongering damnation. Sounds a little Catholic for me. That PhD I tagged must have avoided Catholic history. He would see similar doctrine in the largest collection of records that survived Europe's Dark Ages. Man, you really don't like this guy in his Star Wars reference, do you?
Well, to be fair, the guy did look like he smells.
He looked like a dick. Massive just sent me something. So we read the first part of this on Lords of the Night. Cenk Uygur has accused Dave Rubin of lying, basically. Dave Rubin's
the damn turncoat that Rubin is.
Wait, Rubin's not gay?
You know what? The thing is, he's less gay than Cenk.
Well, yeah.
And he's married to a man, so you figure that out. But this is what Uygur said. According to the New York Times bestseller list, some organization is doing bulk buys of Rubin's book. Media never talk about this. There's endless money for right-wing grifters. Billionaires finance all of the so-called grassroots conservatives. I'm sorry, classic liberals. Basically, so Rubin's book ended up on the New York Times bestseller list, I believe 3 different categories. And it did it within a couple of days. And Cenk hears, it's a bulk buy that did it. This is Rubin's response. Hey, Cenk, like everything you spew, that is a lie. 107 copies of over 20,000 sold were bulk. And we have the receipts from Penguin Random House themselves. But I'll be a sport. Prove I'm lying, and I'll donate $5,000 to any Armenian genocide charity of your choice.
Oh, Jesus.
Wow. Well, he can't do that because it's not real, remember?
Oh, my God.
Look,
that's spicy. Good on you, Dave. Good on you.
Right?
Damn.
You know, there's always going to be some books that are purchased to give away as promos or give away in contests or send to reviewers, that sort of thing. So that's not uncommon.
No.
The fact that he knows where all of them went, yeah, this is not a weird thing for such a low number of books to be bought up in bulk like that. That's not weird at all.
20,000 books for Dave Rubin. What's his audience size? Does anybody know offhand?
It's a lot.
I'm subbed, but I don't know offhand.
Real quick, X43, thank you. Kidnapping kids to serve as brainwashed soldiers seems a bit more Muslim than Catholic, specifically Ottoman. Can't imagine why libs like Star Wars so much. God damn. You guys put way too much thought into Star Wars.
Yeah, you spend a lot of time on this.
I just
I don't think so. I think it's fine. No. I
enjoy it, but
Rubin Report has 1.19 million subscribers.
Yeah, and to sell 20,000 books, that's not that much. Come on.
No, and it's just like what, first week or two?
Yeah.
Think about the conditions that Chink's saying that under, though. It doesn't excuse it. So think about the conditions that Chink's saying that under, though. Dave Rubin, a turncoat, who used to be on the Young Turks and then left them and now talks what he perceives as a bunch of right-wing grifting shit, right? And he's doing so in a spectacularly successful fashion, including publishing a book. Now, this is at a time when Chink and the Young Turks are having to shill for money in a absolutely desperate way to stay afloat currently. And it's like, look at those statements. And it's like, wow, you're angry that anybody else is being successful when you are so tragically not. And Chink, do you really want to open the can of worms about billionaires funding fake grassroots movements? The left? Excuse me? You fucking kidding me? George Soros fucking funding how many fucking movements that are considered to be grassroots, or at least reported by news entertainers to be so? Looking at you, Black Lives Matter.
Look, maybe that Qatar money's drying up. I don't know. But all I know is that Dave Rubin has a book out, and so do I. Here is a link to my books.
Yeah, go check them out.
Shameless.
I really, really loved his comeback there. That was funny as fuck.
Damn right it was.
Chink's just like that bitter ex-girlfriend who tried to move on and ended up with another loser because he ran for office and failed.
Yeah.
He's got a lot of bitterness in him from the sound of it.
Well, I wonder how much it was set up there, because I imagine, come on, Chink's got to have a book in the works. Everybody's got a book in the works. I need to write a book. I'm going to write a book called I Should Write a Book. I'm going to sell 20,000 copies. I'm right-wing enough that I feel like that I'll get a lot of bulk buys. Thank you, thank you, Ex Bubba Hotep. Chink is just jealous that Dave's audience have jobs and can buy the books. Fair enough. Oh my God. Oh, sorry guys, big stretch. Least professional monkey on the internet. Needed to sing that in a real way.
I'm not a huge Dave Rubin fan, but you know what? He's better at presenting than Uyghur is. Uyghur just shouts a lot and seems to think that counts.
It worked in 2012 to 2015, you know? Like that was, I hear that from so many people. I used to watch the Young Turks because it was like YouTube news, you know, that kind of thing. And they were giving hell and they were dropping F-bombs. So blah, blah. You know, it was cool. And it's like, but then it got old fast.
It can still work if you're being fucking sensical. He's nonsensical. It makes no sense. He just screams. I'm not the hugest Dave Rubin fan either. Like I said, I watch Dave when he has a guest that I like. I'm not watching it for Dave. But this was just a beautiful burn. And I do wonder how much of it is the Young Turks have been dying in relevancy for what little relevance they ever had, while Dave is doing quite well for himself.
Remember the last December 2019, when the last time YouTube did the culling of dead accounts, abandoned accounts?
Mm-hmm.
The Young Turks lost 224 million views when they did that culling.
Ooh, damn.
That's
damn. Jeez, it's like it's a deadline for their video views. No increases, just like the same amount of people just sort of watching. And then all of a sudden there's like this hard dip and then back up to like its regular deadline amount.
Dude, that's harsh.
I haven't watched them in a while.
I
don't even
can't
know
watch
what
him.
those-
Anna's voice she gets more shrill every day, it seems.
Now you stop being mean to my beautiful liberal.
No, I'm not
woman.
saying I won't bang her, but she gets like a little uglier every time she talks.
I like when she gets pissed off.
Oh,
It
man.
amuses me.
Yeah, I just feel like she's going to talk to my manager.
Evolved Potato, thank you. The Jedi aren't just Muslim, they're communists too. They have no personal ownership and for the betterment of the whole rather than the individual mindset. We are going to start some shit here on Star Wars. Y'all are, whew.
I would take issue with that. I would say they're more like a commune, not necessarily communist, but more like monks.
Let's see, there's a young, how many, they got 4 million subs and they're getting about 30,000 views. Ooh.
Yeah,
That's harsh.
Evil One reminded me of something. I watched a clip from them the other day, and I think they're filming at home or something because the one guy had board games behind him, and he has pretty decent taste in board games, to be fair. But they cut to Anna, and the angle that the camera was at made her face look really weird. And it like focused, the camera was focused on the tip of her nose, and it angled everything back. So I think the camera needed to be raised up about 6 inches, and then it wouldn't have had that issue. But oh man, it made her face look really like angular and distorted.
Dude, this is horrible. Look at this shit. Look at what the fuck.
See what I mean? How narrow her face looks there.
I don't care what she has to say. Yeah, that's not a good look, Anna. Oh, let's go back. She's reading.
The camera's either too high or too low, depending on which video, because this one looks a little higher up. But it's hitting her face at a weird angle, and you can see the shading on the sides of her nose there. That means the lighting's bad.
And that's not following the rule of thirds. Back the fuck up, Anna.
Yeah, she's got lighting directly in front of her instead of off to each of her sides. So she doesn't have a lighting kit, which is rule violation number 1. But that's forcing the focus to be on the tip of her nose, which is slightly shiny. And it makes her face look very narrow and elongates her head.
Do you know how much I love that irate Alex's fucking streams when he has his camera on look better than Bill Maher, than Jimmy Kimmel, the other Jimmy, whatever, Fallon, all of them from home. Then what's his name? Fredo. Alex's streams legitimately look better than all of them.
Yeah, he's had more time to work out his lighting issues. Like, these guys should have just watched how-tos on YouTube to figure out their own lighting. It's not that fucking hard.
Ranting Monkey Cenk just did pre-orders for his book that he hasn't written and only has a cover and title for. Oh, wow. Yeah, I'm not shocked. How I Lost an Election.
No, it'll be called Pleasuring Animals, Volume 1.
It's only when people say that like it was such a, it's like flash paper that magicians use. It was that quick of a flash in the pan for that guy running for election. It was like when Sticks, Hex, and Hammer ran for election. It was just like poof, and it's gone. I don't remember it until somebody mentions it.
Well, he made a mistake that Howard Stern once made. Howard Stern was really big in New York, and they invited him out to do Hollywood Squares. And when he got there, nobody knew him. It's a true story. He talked about it in one of his books. He got out there and like, I think he got called on twice for the week he was there. And they were like pity ones. And then, Howard blew up over the country. And now if he was on Hollywood Squares, everybody know who Howard Stern is. But at the time, he was only known in New York. Cenk is only known to his audience. Nobody knows who the fuck this fat shithead is.
Yeah, he's known to West Coast liberals.
Yeah, you're going to run a fucking YouTuber against experienced politicians. You better be a big YouTuber or far more charismatic than Cenk is.
Come on. It's a direct one-to-one thing. Fame on YouTube equals fame in the real world. Ask Lily Singh. She knows.
I'm not quite sure I agree with this, but let's throw this on the screen. Wearing your face mask like this is like wearing your underwear like this. So please wear your face mask properly.
Jesus Christ.
I'm not sure that's a good comparison. It might look the same.
Yeah, it's funny visually, but not true. And that dude needs to hide his wiener because it's really small.
And
You should be ashamed.
I can't tell, is he cut or not?
I'm going to go with no.
Well, it's funny. Both Backscan and Evil One bring up PewDiePie. Like in terms of like running for office for popularity or notoriety outside of YouTube. No, I don't think he does.
Yeah, I didn't know who PewDiePie was when I saw his name on South Park. So I had to ask somebody, do you know who this is they're talking about? Oh, yeah, he's a YouTuber. My kid watches him.
You know what this picture reminds me of? The first porn I ever saw was called The Devil and Mrs. Jones. I believe it was part 2. And at the beginning of the movie, you see this chick who's riding somebody, obviously. And it turns out she's riding this guy who has a dick for a nose. He has an actual cock for a nose.
It's a great visual.
It's like a Pinocchio kind of thing.
Kind of, yeah. Gamer Feline, thank you. No balls, yeah. Well, he had them tucked in his underwear. There's no bulge there, so they're probably very small.
Well, he must be wearing the skinny jeans. They didn't show his man bun, but it was there.
Oh, man. Okay, this dizziness thing might be a problem. Gentlemen, can you talk for a minute? I'm going to very carefully go up and down. I need to go eat.
Okay.
Fair enough. Carefully.
Yeah. So, Polly, did you get your mom a Mother's Day present yet?
No, but somebody else reminded me of that, and I thought, ooh.
I sent you a link in DMs about a book you might be interested in.
I just looked in them. My mom doesn't want to. Well, maybe.
That the lady that the book's about was reporting on the findings of the Warren Commission, and she made connections about Jack Ruby and the club that he ran.
Yeah,
and
the
then then she mysteriously overdosed on barbiturates.
No shit.
Yeah, it's
mysteriously.
Yeah,
well, she might be. My mom's like, huge Camelot lady. You know what I'm talking about? Like
that's why I thought that one might work.
The assassination delving. I know she's interested in it, but she doesn't go on deep dives the way she does into like Rose Kennedy and Ethel Kennedy and the familial American royalty sort of angle of it. But you know what? You reminded me of something, Jack. I found a conspiracy channel the other day. One of the few left because they're like diamonds that are left after the culling of conspiracy theory shit when Alex Jones got the boat, right? Because of misinformation. You should see it, man. It's pure QAnon shit.
Oh, really?
The lady is reporting out QAnon, and I knew I wanted to watch the whole thing when they were talking about lizards in the Vatican.
Oh, yeah.
I was like, oh, fuck yeah. I am so down for this. It took them to the 3rd episode before they brought 9/11 into it. I was surprised.
Wow.
Yeah.
Way to drag it out. They usually get that right in their first 5 minutes.
Right? What a twist.
Yeah. So see a lizard man riding a pterodactyl right at Tower 1. But Merle brings up a good point. Maybe your mom would like one of my books.
One of the retails books?
Yeah.
Yeah. It's
only $8.99 and free Prime shipping.
I could do it like a hey mom, I got you this book and you're totally gonna love it. And she's reading, and I see her like a week later or whatever, and she's just kind of like holding her shoulders up, like, what the fuck?
Oh my god, I had a review on one of I think it was Goodreads that said, I don't know what this is. That I bought this because I thought it was a professional assistance book or something like that to help retailers. I'm like, why did you even remotely think that?
Did she even try and read the description? I mean, you have an author's description there, right?
Yeah, I have the description there, and it clearly indicates, from my author bio at least, that I am trying to make jokes. So I don't know.
Somebody else just reminded me of something. Gamer Valine just mentioned proof that women can be funny script writers. Okay, maybe just Tina Fey. I don't even think Tina Fey is all that funny personally.
I find her annoying. She can be funny, but mostly she's annoying.
There's no question that she's got what a lot of comedians, regardless of genitals, don't have, which they're reportedly comedians, is comedic timing, the ability to set up a joke and drop a joke, and you know what I mean? Like those things that make a comedian. What regardless of their political persuasion. Jon Stewart has, but Samantha Bee does not. You know what I mean? What Trevor Noah, regardless of his political persuasion, has, but Trevor Noah does not. You know, you watch Trevor Noah and it's like, man, do you even know how to tell a joke? You don't know how to hold off the punchline to the right time to, you know, there's just nothing funny about the man.
No, he's not funny at all. He's annoying.
Yeah.
I know he thinks he's hilarious, but he's really not.
Garen Finley says Mean Girls is what we were talking about. She wrote last. I still haven't seen that. You know that? Mean Girls?
I like that movie. It's all right. It's pretty funny. Rachel McAdams doesn't headbutt anyone, though.
Well, yeah, I mean, you've heard my thoughts on that. I find that movie very disturbing because Rachel McAdams, I think of her as Detective Bezarides from True Detective Season 2, or as Sherlock Holmes' love interest, Irene Adler, in Sherlock Holmes.
Yeah.
Yeah. I do not think of her as a mean high school girl, and frankly, she's a little long in the tooth to be playing a high school girl. It's kind of weird.
Well, the movie's like 20 years old at this point, too.
She wasn't anywhere near being a teenager, and I realize that's a staple for Hollywood. I get that. But in Rachel McAdams' case, just because I'm so used to seeing her play a grown woman, it's just kind of odd, man. Funniest woman on YouTube. There's the link. Caroline Consnar. She decided to not publish videos, so they're like a short little bit of the videos that are available. Shitposty stuff, mostly. Stuff that she thought was funny. And I think she's the funniest woman on YouTube, hands down. Girl, really. Teenager, but fuck, she's funny. The blonde babied her. You know what I've heard people saying, because Merle says, you know, I never gave Trevor Noah a fair chance. People say that I haven't given him a fair chance because I never watched him do stand-up. And if you see him outside of trying to do Jon Stewart's job, he's legit funny. And truth be told, I've never seen him do a stand-up. So I don't know. Maybe he shines there in a way he just doesn't behind the desk. I don't know.
Okay, I'm back. Sorry about that, guys.
Oh, you made it alive.
Yeah, I went down the right way.
Oh, awesome.
Why are we talking about Caroline?
I think she's the funniest female on YouTube.
She's funny. She really is. I like her.
Like legit, hands down. Like, holy shit, you are really, really funny. It's just...
Her last video, though, it's hard to tell if she's being serious or not. And if she's serious, oof, man, she's got some severe problems. Yeah, she's funny.
Her problems are legit. Yeah, they are. Like the things that she was referring to about hospitalization for a little while and so forth. Yeah, she's like, when she says, my dad's a senator of the United States, you want me to get deported? I can make it happen. No, her father's not a senator of the United States. She's just
not that.
You know,
I'm talking about her mental health that she was talking about, because that's some sad stuff.
It really is.
She was institutionalized.
Yeah, it led to a conversation, and institutionalized, so you guys know, like not in a padded rubber room, but in a place for observation because she was in a bad place and threatening to harm herself. And so, you know, but it led to this conversation. It's like, you know, yeah, the combination between pain and comedy, you know, mental aberrations and comedy, it happens a lot. Look at Richard Pryor. That guy had deep, deep problems, man. And he was funny as fucking hell. Eddie Murphy, again, deep, deep problems.
Headset is all twisted. What the fuck did I do?
I mean, look at Jack. He's fucked up 10 Ways from Tuesday, and he's hilarious. So, you know.
That's what makes you funny. Have a lot of personal trauma.
Comedy comes from pain. The best comedy comes from that, and there's a reason for it. It's because it's how you learn to deal with that pain is making jokes about it.
Yeah. I mean, Farr and Weibo's call on it was skewed view of the world because you have a naturally skewed view of the world. And I'm like, yeah, I bet you that plays into it too. You know what I mean? It's a whole bunch of different things.
Skewed or better?
Yeah, right.
I wouldn't even say skewed version of the world.
Different than most. You know, I'm not trying to be. I'm not married to.
No,
skewed,
I get what you're saying, but I guess a different perspective. Sure. I've had people who don't like that I make jokes about like my mom dying. Like, dude, you can not like it all you want, but it's how I fucking deal with it. It's how I don't spend my time in a ball in the corner fucking crying. Yeah, if I didn't make jokes, I'd be crying. The sad clown, you know, tears of a clown, motherfucker.
Dude, if you were curled up in a ball in the corner crying, Frosted would get upset. That's his corner. You're not allowed to be over there.
I'm the boss, so I can move him for a while. Like, dude,
It's fair. He'll
Step
be like,
aside.
don't cry on my quilt I'm knitting.
Oh,
I'm the
Jesus
only
Christ.
person who can do that.
Good thing I opened my Streamlabs. It's like it lit up, and I'm like, what's that over there? Oh, shit. Thank you, Frank, for the donation. When I think of Rachel McAdams, I think of the Time Traveler's Wife. I forgot she was in Mean Girls. Never seen Time Traveler's Wife. Have you guys?
No.
I saw parts of it, but I was in and out of consciousness.
We were talking about that when you left, Monkey, that when people talk about Mean Girls, a movie I've never seen, it kind of creeps me out in this like mild way because Rachel McAdams playing a mean high school girl when I always think of her as Detective Bezarides from True Detective Season 2. Do you know what I mean? She just so completely owned that role. It's hard for me to accept her as a mean schoolgirl.
I hated Mean Girls. I thought that was a dumbass movie.
See, no, I thought it was fun.
The first half of it, sure, and then the last half, like, what the fuck are y'all doing?
Well, it's a chick flick, so
I guess.
My only complaint is Rachel McAdams didn't headbutt anyone.
We're gonna do a photographic analysis. Look, I argued with you about Bonk. What's her name?
Ellen Page.
Ellen Page. I argued with you about that, and you persuaded me because it's
Yeah.
like, look at these photos, and I was like, my God.
Yeah,
Okay.
you don't
So
notice.
you would have to convince me the same is true of Rachel McAdams because I really don't see it, but maybe she's just got some very strategic hairstyling going on.
It's the bangs, man. They hide the Mongo forehead because it's the only way you keep from like picturing them as Bonk from Sega Genesis. You know, wearing a Captain Caveman loincloth, going out bashing people in the forehead.
I'm a poly on this one. I don't think it's like that bad.
Do you know what really ruined it for me about Rachel McAdams? Remember that fucking picture that we kind of made a big deal about where it was in like Vanity Fair, some kind of fucking shit like that. Okay, Zombie Teddy said that Stacey Dash is single, and I wrote that my plans are in a movie. I meant to write my plans are in motion, and I was thinking about a movie when I typed it, so there, I won't correct. My plans are not in a movie. Okay, let's see.
That's not that bad. Come on.
Again, she's got her hair down.
No, right here, her hair's all the way up. You see her hairline.
All right, hold on. I'm gonna share a picture here.
Well, you got this open, Monkey. Go ahead and look up that Vanity Fair picture where she's laying on the bed with her arms up on the fucking headboard with a breast pump on either fucking breast. Like, what the fuck was that for?
Because she's a weirdo.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's like, oh, way to prove you're another Hollywood fucking weirdo. Jesus.
Yeah, that was one of the pictures. That's not that. What are you talking
about? Look at the size of this. You could plaster a Pepsi ad on here. Like,
no,
she's got
you picked a bad picture because she looks really good in that picture.
Here's another picture. Look at that giant monster forehead. Look at the distance. Look at that distance. That is not normal. Not normal. Gigantic.
How dare you?
Look, she hides it well with the bangs. See, she almost looks normal here.
Yeah, look at her there.
Little like Mongo ridge makes it look like a wig. Maybe she's a reptilian. I'm not sure yet. But yeah, this picture compared to this picture, this looks normal.
Yeah,
this looks like she's gonna bonk you and crush your skull in.
I think you have forehead phobia.
I do because I don't want to get headbutted.
You like beaten with a forehead as a child?
I have been headbutted a few times, but yeah, it's amazing how big some people's foreheads are. You don't notice certain flaws right away. Others are like, "Hey, that chick's gonna headbutt you, and it's gonna hurt."
You know, it's funny. Who was it there? I just saw it. Fuck. Oh, Gamer Valine said to you, Ava Green. You know what's funny about Ava Green? There's certain women that shouldn't wear certain styles, even if they're in trend. And with her, it's the wings on the eyes, the extended eyeliner.
I hate
kind of like. I wish that trend would die out myself. I don't mind the wings when they're like a little bit. That was a golden era Hollywood thing to do as well. But there's a super extensions off the side, and Ava Green rocks them to the nines. And with your face, it looks weird. Like, lady, I've seen you without them. You look much better. Stop it. Like, fire your makeup person. Because I love me some Ava Green, man. And that's unfortunate she keeps doing that.
Thank you, Frank, who says nobody wins in a headbutt. I do. I have a very hard head. I can headbutt a motherfucker and don't feel it. So gotta aim for the bridge of the nose, man.
I watched a guy headbutt somebody, and the dude that he headbutted staggered back, but the headbutter collapsed because he passed out.
You got to know what you're doing. You can't just bang your head into something.
Yeah, like don't do that so that you knock yourself out. It's not cool.
Yeah, it's a bad idea. Oh my God.
Oh yeah, Functional said the same thing. Saw someone knock himself out. Were we at the same party, dude?
I said you got to be careful with that shit. Your head, you need to protect your head. I don't know why people need to be told that.
Because dumb.
You should actually protect like your whole body. But your head's kind of important. Oh shit. Sorry guys, that was my neck.
Wow.
I don't know why that's trending, but that is a really nice picture. Oh, until I zoomed in and she's all tatted up. Stop doing that shit. Sorry. You guys tat yourself up as much as you want. I just don't.
And don't listen to Monkey or Jack. Tattoos on women are fine. It's a question of content and placement.
I never said it was bad.
Oh, you didn't? I thought you were one of them.
No.
Opinion holders. No? Okay, cool.
That's just you. I think some of them are trashy, but that's about it. Like,
yeah. I mean, again, it's all content and placement. Ladies, get tattoos if you want. They can totally be sexy.
I don't prefer tattoos, but I don't mind them so much.
Get rid of them. Be normal.
Get rid of them.
Get rid of them. Why you want to look like you got hepatitis?
I don't know why you need tattoos.
Jesus Christ. We're not talking about sailors in the 1930s, Monkey. It's a hepatitis.
Look, whichever.
You don't want to look like you're developing gout, do you? I mean, I love that old-timey disease reference.
Hepatitis isn't like old. It still exists.
Oh, it does, but like as sourced from dirty needles because they're done in some shack in Shanghai Harbor? No.
Look like a biker's bitch. Like, oh, look, I've been passed around to all the guys. Good night, Failure B. Hey, guys, if you have tattoos, knock yourself out. It's just not something I actually like. So, I'm
never get a man tattooed on your body.
Totally get a man tattooed on your body.
Not like a man's name or his face, but really his name.
No, never get somebody's name tattooed on unless they're already dead.
If I got a tattoo, I would get Lady Monkey's name on me. And she goes, "Don't do that." Like, why? Are you going to leave me?
That's pulling the fucking prenup bullshit, man. Trying to threaten him over. There's the possibility. Why don't you want to get this? Prove yourself.
Bert and Ernie, Monkey is a 50s dad. So I like looking at the skin on a woman. I don't want to see. If you want to show off, get a fucking shirt with sleeves on it. They make those. Then you can take it off and I can see your beautiful skin and kiss on it and not be like, oh God, this looks like it was in a biker bar.
You don't want to accidentally look like you're blowing a skeleton or something.
Yeah. Faithless says skin is far sexier than ink. I agree.
Yeah, I agree too, but there's so many people with tattoos now, it's kind of hard to avoid it.
You know, Monkey, I think you would be right at home in a nudist colony. No, let me tell you why.
Nudist people are always fat and ugly.
But I'm saying I think you would fit in because think about it. You don't like lingerie on women. It's just like, no, I want them naked. I don't want anything wrapped up. I don't want any tattoos on them. I want them bare skin. Like, did you ever think about naturalism? It's a thing.
No, because I don't mind people wearing clothes. Real quick, Frank, thank you so much. My company finally agreed to do sneering for maintenance. They have us 2 screws days off, an extra half day for every 40-hour week. So guess what? They decided a week later, in 2 weeks, full service again. So they didn't have to give us too many days. Oh, wow. Well, you got to find ways to make things work. Jesus. Oh. All right, guys. I'm going to have to just wrap this one up. Shit. Food, please kick in, because I still got to take my medicine. Let's sing. Oh, I didn't sing about my penis. And my penis. There we go. If I get a tattoo, it'll be it will be at Bad Comic Review Streams. Is correct.
Don't waste the money on that.
Naturalists are degenerates. Against the wall, please, sir. No, naturalists are usually fat and old. Put your damn clothes on. I should just be in a basement by myself in the middle of the woods, which I kind of am. Just kept away from people because I'm too judgmental.
Oh, thank you, Frank, for the second donation. I'm with you. They're not bad if correctly placed. Though my ex had horribly done tattoos in horrible places. Your ex must be really relieving to be able to say that now without consequence, huh? Girl, did I ever tell you your tattoos are horrible and in horrible places without any kind of reprisal because it's your ex? That must be relieving.
I just be like, you need to put some band-aids on that shit. I can't look at that and nail you. Sorry.
Yeah, you don't want to sit down for a girl first, second date, whatever it is. You know, you haven't seen everything yet, and you're like, you know what I find really disgusting? Women who get skulls tattooed on their back, and they're kind of like, oh.
No, because we live when we do. If I say this, people, I have a tattoo. I'm like, good for you. It's your fucking body. I'm not fucking you. I don't care. But I still have my judgments because I'm human. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for watching. Sorry, cutting this one just a little bit short. We're just over the 145 mark, so I owe y'all 15 minutes somewhere. Thank you very much for the donations. You guys are way too kind to me. Jack, is there anything you'd like to shill, bud?
I'll throw a link to my latest video in. And thank you for the donations. You guys are great.
Polly, is there anything you'd like to shill tonight?
Just a link to my channel, but Pat also put up, also subscribe to Psycho Rick. Yeah, you should, and I'll tell you why, like a new reason amongst the others. He just did a video on his Psycho Rick channel for the Rest in Peace series on Jam Master Jay. And if you don't know who that is, yo, go check out that video. He does a good job of mini bioing him, and it was a tragic fucking loss. That was a great video, Pat. Yeah, check out that channel. And then also the link to my channel where we do comic book curation and all sorts of other fun stuff like Noir Bar and occasional ship posting videos. So yeah, check it out. Lots of fun. There's the link.
Oh. Give me just a second, guys. I'll get those. Fuck. Frank, thank you so much. I've hooked with my older sis that I want to leave a truck of wrecking bomb in front of my ex's house. That's a goal. And Gamer Valine, thank you so much. I want more, but I'm of the belief back only. So yeah, fair enough. Well, if you want more, get more. What day is it, guys? Friday? Scribe's channel, 9 p.m. Eastern time for Lords of the Night. Over on 2 Cents Plus after that, playing some more Fallout 76. We're having a lot of fun with that one, guys. Come check it out. Thank you so much for watching. Jack, Polly, thank you guys for joining me. Everybody, enjoy your Friday, and we'll see you next time.
Have a good day, everyone.
Oh, shit. I got to do this part. Where's the button?